Good morning, students. Once again, welcome all of you for today's session. As you know that we are discussing a chapter polynomial and in which we are discussing a very important topic, factorization. In previous video, we have seen how to find the factorization, how to find the factors of a quadratic polynomial, and in which we have seen by using middle term splitting, we can easily find the factorization of, we can easily find the factors of quadratic polynomial. Okay, like if I will give you an example of a quadratic polynomial so that you can find, like question number 4 of question number 4 of 4. If I will solve 3x squared minus x minus 4. So this is a quadratic polynomial, 3x squared minus x minus 4, and if suppose you need to find the factors of a given quadratic polynomial by middle term splitting. So how you will find the factor? Okay, how you find the factor by middle term splitting? So first you need to multiply the first term by the last term. You will get 3x squared into 4, 12x squared. Okay, so 12x squared, you need to split that 12, 3 into 12, you need to split that 12 in such a way that when you will add these two splitted number or subtract these two splitted number, you will get minus x. Okay, minus x. So what you will do? When you will subtract this, when you will split this, 12 is written like that, 12 into 1. It is written like that, 6 into 2. It is also written like that, 4 into 3. It will be written like 1 into 12, 2 into 6 and 3 into 4. The result will be same. It may be written like minus 4 into minus 3. It may be written like minus 6 into minus 2. Okay. But what you are observing, when you will multiply 3 and 4, you will get 12. But here, constant is minus 4. Listen, constant is what? Minus 4. So you need to multiply not only with 4, you need to multiply minus 4 with 3. So you will get what? Minus 12. Now, is these are the terms only for the factors of 12? No, it may be minus 12 into 1, or it may be 12 into minus 1. It may be minus 6 into 2, or it may be 6 into minus 2. It may be minus 4 into 3, or it may be 4 into minus 3. So that when you will multiply these two numbers, you will get minus 12. When you will multiply these two numbers, you will get only 12. But here, you need to find the numbers which when you will multiply, that will be equal to minus 12. Okay. So now you need to take two numbers from these groups such that when you will add or subtract the two numbers, that will be equal to the middle term. That will be equal to the middle term. So here middle term is minus 1. Minus 1 as a coefficient of middle term. Okay. So middle term is what? Minus 1. So you need to take one group in such a way that when that numbers will add or subtract, you will get minus 1. So when you will add or subtract 12 or 1, if you will subtract 12, minus 12 plus 1, you will get minus 11. Sorry, minus 11. If you will subtract minus 6 plus 2, you will get minus 4. Or 6 minus 2, you will get 4. Okay. If you will subtract minus 4 plus 3, if you will subtract 4 minus 3, you will get 1. But here minus 1 is there. So if you will subtract minus 4 plus 3, that will equal to minus x. So here when you will subtract minus 4 plus 3, you will get what? 1. So this middle term will be split in this way. So just write the first term 3x squared. This middle term will be split in this way, minus 4 plus 3. So minus 4x plus 3x. Means minus 4 plus 3 is equal to minus 1 and this x is okay. Now last term is written like minus, last term is minus 4. Now divided into two groups. Take what is common from these two numbers, the two terms. 3x is common. Sorry, x is common. Only x is common. Sorry for that. Here in both terms only x is common, because 3 and 4 for the constant term there is nothing is common. So for the variable term x is common. Here if you will remove one x, you will remain 3x and minus 4. Okay, 3x minus 4. Here plus is common and 1 is common, because 3x and 4 there is nothing common between 3x and 4, only 1 is common, so you need to write plus 1. In case of multiplication you don't need to write a 1, but in case of plus or subtraction minus sign you need to write plus, or you need to write 1. So here 1 is common, and if you will take 1 as common, what is remaining in this term? 3. Okay, this minus sign is there, this 4. So here these terms are common, so you just write 3x minus 4 and this x and this plus 1. So 3x minus 4 and x plus 1 is a factor of given quadratic polynomial. So in this way you can find the quadratic polynomial, you can find the factors of quadratic polynomial. When you will multiply these factors, you will get this quadratic polynomial. Okay. So in this way, you can find the factors of quadratic polynomial. Now, in the next level, you need to find the factors of cubic polynomial. How you will find the factors of cubic polynomial? If cubic polynomial is given, just let us see a video, so that it can be easy to understand. First see this video and listen very carefully what is given in this video. Okay, then I will explain each and every term. First see this video and observe what is happening with cubic polynomial. So listen this video.
Let us factorize the polynomial p of x equals 2x cubed plus 11x squared plus 18x plus 9 by using the factor.
Here the cubic polynomial is 2x cubed plus 11x squared plus 18x plus 9. Okay. So why it is called cubic polynomial? It is called cubic polynomial because the highest power means the highest power of this polynomial is what? 3, and that is why the degree of this polynomial is 3. If the degree of any polynomial is 3, that polynomial is called cubic polynomial. So how we will find the factors of cubic polynomial? Let us see.
For this, we need to find the factor of this polynomial by the quick and trial method. Let us first find the numbers that can be the probable zeros of p of x. Since all the zeros of this polynomial p of x should be the factors of the constant term 9, its probable zeros are 1, minus 1, 3, minus 3, 9 and minus 9.
You need to find the factors of cubic polynomial. Okay. For this, first you need to find the factors of constant given in the cubic polynomial. Okay. You need to find the factors of, it will be easier to find the factors of polynomial. First you need to find the factors given in the factors of constant given in the cubic polynomial. So here 9 is constant, and if you will find the factors of this 9, so 1 or minus 1, if a number is a multiple of any number, that negative of that number is also the multiple. Okay. So suppose 9 lies in the multiple of 3. So in the multiple of minus 3, 9 is also right. So 1, minus 1, 3, minus 3, 9 itself and minus 9 is also the factors of, these are the factors of 9. Factors means when you will multiply the numbers, you will get the numbers. Factors means the number lying in the multiple of that number. Means these probable 0 of px. Remember, in previous videos or previous sessions, I have discussed about the zeros of a polynomial. Zeros means when you will put any number in place of variable in a polynomial, if you will get the zeros for that number will be the zeros. Okay. So let us suppose these are the factors. Okay. If you will put any number from this number, if you will put any number in this polynomial, and if you will get the value that is equal to 0, that number, suppose I will put 1 is here, I will put 1 in place of x, and let us suppose I will get this polynomial is equal to 0, it means that 1 is a zeros of polynomial. And according to factor theorem, if 1 is a zeros of polynomial, means x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. According to factor theorem, remember, I told you in a factor theorem, that if x minus a is a factor of any polynomial px, if x minus a is a factor of any polynomial px, it means that pa is equal to 0. In factor theorem, I have discussed in previous class, in previous session, that if x minus a is a factor of any polynomial px, it means that pa is equal to 0. Pa means here, if it is x minus a, then it is positive. Pa is equal to 0. If it is x plus a, if x plus a is a zeros of any polynomial, factors of any polynomial, if x plus a is the factors of any polynomial, it means that p, this plus a becomes minus a is equal to 0. Means when you will remove polynomial, if variable in polynomial by minus a, you will get 0, then x plus a is a factor. If you will get a 0 in place of, by putting a in place of x, it means x minus a is a factor. Similarly, in this case, when you will put 1 in this polynomial, and if you will get 0, it means x minus 1 is a factor. If you will put minus 1 in this polynomial and you will get 0, it means x plus 1 is a factor. Okay, let us see this video further, then you can understand.
Next, find the value of p of x at each of these probable zeros until we find its real zero. The first probable zero is 1. Substitute x equals to 1 in the given polynomial. This simplifies to 2 plus 11 plus 18 plus 9 or 40. Since the value of the polynomial p of x is not 0 and x equal to 1 cannot be seen.
Here, if I will take 1 and if we will remove x by 1, we will get the value that is equal to 40. That is not equal to 0. I told you, when you will get the value of polynomial that is equal to 0, then only the value is equal to zeros of polynomial. Okay. So here, if you will put 1, you will not get a value of this polynomial that is equal to 0, because you will get value that is equal to 40. So this 1 is not the zeros of polynomial. So x minus 1 is not the factor of this polynomial, because when you will put 1, the value becomes 40. That is not equal to 0. So x minus 1 is not the factor of this polynomial. Okay. Let us see once again.
Zero of p of x. Similarly, let us find the value of the polynomial.
Now we will put minus 1. Here we have put 1. Now we will put minus 1. Here we have substituted 1 in place of x. Now we will substitute minus 1. Here the second factor minus 1 in this polynomial. So what happened? Let us see.
P of x at the next probable zero, that is minus 1. Substitute x equals equal to -1 in the polynomial p of x, its value comes out to be -2 plus 11 minus 18 plus 9. This simplifies to 0. Since the value of p of x becomes 0 and x equals to -1, this means that -1 is a 0 of the given polynomial. So, by factor theorem, x plus 1 will be a factor of the polynomial p of x.
Now, if you will substitute -1 in place of x, what you will get? The value of this polynomial is equal to 0. The value of this polynomial is equal to 0. It means -1 is the zeros of polynomial. Remember, if you will substitute -1 in place of variable x, you will get the value that is equal to what? 0. That is why -1 is the zeros of polynomial, and according to factor theorem, as I told you here, according to factor theorem, if the value you will get is equal to 0 for any value, here if you will get -a, if you will substitute -a and that value will be equal to 0, it means that x plus a is a factor of polynomial. Okay, so here if you will put -1, that will be the zeros of px. It means that if you will put -1, it means that x plus 1 is the factor of this polynomial. Okay, if you will put, according to my factor theorem, if -1 is the zeros of this polynomial, it means that x plus 1 is a factor of this given polynomial. Okay, x plus 1 is a factor of this given polynomial. So this is the one factor, this is the first factor. Okay, this is the first factor of this polynomial. What will be the other factor? What will be the other factor? Because in quadratic polynomial we have seen, when we will factorize a quadratic polynomial, we will get two factors. In case of quadratic polynomial, we will get maximum of two factors. There is no third factor of quadratic polynomial. But here in cubic polynomial, the highest power is 3, the degree of the cubic polynomial is 3, so we will get 3 factor, but here we get only 1 factor. Now how we will find other 2 factors of this cubic polynomial? How we will find the other 2? If a question, if you will ask to find the 3 factor, all 3 factor of cubic polynomial, how you will find? Okay, so in this way you can find the first factor by putting this value, means by putting the factors of 9, namely 1 or -1. Either 1 or -1 will be the first factor, will be the first zeros of the polynomial. You can find by putting either 1 or -1 as the zeros of a polynomial. You can find the factor. But how to find the other 2 factors of the cubic polynomial? Let us see.
What will be the other factor of p of x? To find out, let us divide the given polynomial by the first factor x plus 1.
So to find the other 2 factor of this given polynomial, you need to divide this polynomial by the obtained factor, means x plus 1. Okay, if you will divide, let us suppose, if you will divide 60, if you will divide for technical issues. So wait, it is not working. So just I am explaining this. just see, for finding the other two factors, let us suppose to find the other two factors of this given polynomial, what you will need to do? Okay, so you need to divide this polynomial by the first factor. Okay, why you need to divide? Because when you will divide, suppose the 60, if you will divide 60 by 12, you will get 5 as a quotient. Okay, so that 5 will also be the factor of 60. When you will divide 60 by 12, you will get quotient as a 5. Means 60 is also divided by 5. Means 5 is also the factor of this 60. So when you will divide this factor, whatever the constant you will get, that constant will be the factor of that given polynomial. So how you will divide? This is x plus 1, the first factor, and this is polynomial 2x cube plus 11x square plus 18x plus 9. This is the polynomial, cubic polynomial. Okay. So how you will divide? So let us take, we will take first term from the quotient, from the divisor, and first term from the dividend. First term from the divisor and first term from the dividend. The first term is what? X, and the first term of dividend is 2x cube. Okay. So you need to multiply x by a number in such a way that you will get the first term, that is 2x. So when you will multiply this x by 2x squared, you will get 2x cube. So you just write 2x cube here, and this plus 1, the second term of divisor will be multiplied the first term. Okay, will be multiplied by first term of quotient, what you will get. Okay, so you will get 2x squared. So just write 2x squared below the like term. Here 11x squared and 2x squared the like term. Now change the sign, minus minus, 2x cube and 2x cube is cancelled. Here 11 minus 2 is equal to 9x squared, and write all the term that remains. Okay. Then apply again the same term. Now dividend is this and divisor is this. Now when you need to multiply x, by which number we will multiply x so that we will get 9x squared. So we will multiply 9x by x so that we will get 9x squared. So we will write plus 9x here, 9x squared, and multiply the second term with this quotient 9x we will get. So we will write 9x, change the sign, minus minus, this 9x square and 9x square cancel, and 18x minus 9x is 9x, and the plus 9 is dividend. Okay, you can apply the same method on this dividend also. Take the first term and first term from the dividend. Here first term is 9x. What do you need to, which number, by which number you need to multiply this x so that you will get 9x? So that x will be multiplied by 9 so that you will get minus 9x. So write 9x, minus 9x here, plus 9, you will get 0. So in this way, I will explain this divide again. You just try to understand that when you will divide the given polynomial by the first factor, you will get remainder as a 0. It means that the quotient you will obtain, the quotient will be what? Quotient will be quadratic polynomial, and that quadratic polynomial is also the factor of this given cubic polynomial. And as you all know that, how to find the factors of quadratic polynomial. So this is the first factor, and this quadratic polynomial with the second factor. And if you will factorize this quadratic polynomial, you will get 2 factors. So that 2 factor and this first factor will be equal to 3 factors. It means that every cubic polynomial has 3 factors. Every cubic polynomial has 3 factors. So in this way, you can find all 3 factors of cubic polynomial. Okay. So I will explain it later. I will also explain it later. How to find the second and third factors of cubic polynomial. Right now you need to understand how to find the first factor. Okay. Right now you need to understand how to find the first factor of cubic polynomial. So in this way you can find the first factor of cubic polynomial. So in a question, exercise 2.4, question number 5. Okay, question number 5 here it is given factorize the following polynomial, in which there are 4 questions is given and all 4 questions are cubic polynomial. All 4 questions are cubic polynomial and you need to find the cubic factors of cubic polynomial. Okay. Let us suppose I have a first cubic polynomial. This is not working, I think. Not working. Let us suppose x cube minus 2x squared minus x plus 2. Okay. So this is a cubic polynomial and you need to find the factors. You need to find the factors. How you will find? Here you need to find the factors of 2. So 1 and 2 are the factors. So let us put, this is a polynomial px. Now if you will put 1 means p1, what you will get? X cube means 1 cube minus 2x squared means 1 squared minus 1 plus 1 cube means 1 minus 2 into 1 square minus 2 minus 1 this plus 2. Okay, so plus 1 minus 1 is equal to 0, minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 0, so the value is equal to what? 0. So here I have taken 1, so 1 is the zeros of polynomial. 1 is zeros of px. This px means x cube minus 2x square, x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. So this 1 is the zeros of polynomial. So if 1 is the zeros of polynomial, it means that x minus 1 is a factor of px. This given px. X minus 1 is a factor of this px. So you need to just find the factor of constant term. So here 1 and 2 are the factors of this constant term. So first we substitute 1 in place of x, we will get value is equal to 0. That is why this value is the zeros of this polynomial. And if this value is the zeros of polynomial, it means that by factor theorem x minus 1 is a factor of this given polynomial. So this is the first factor. So in this way you need to find all the questions given in question number 5. Okay, so question number 5 will be the homework for you. Exercise what? Exercise 2.4. So exercise 2.4, question number 5 will be the homework for today's session. I hope you all can understand the concept of how to factorize, how to find the first factor of cubic polynomial. Okay. Thank you so much for watching.